Hi, welcome back to Handicrafting with me, Mimi. We have the Napkin Exchange Challenge again, and this month is spring. And our host is Sarah, and your co-host is myself with Handicrafting with Mimi. We exchanged napkins. I sent mine to Holly with Lamb Living and Abriel with Crafter in the Rough sent mine, and I'm excited to open this up. I will tell you a little bit more about the napkin exchange as soon as I open mine. Okay, so she sent me a little card. Let's see what she says. It's a cute card. Oh, it's on both sides. Actually, which one's the front? There we go. I hope you can create something wonderful with the napkins I chose for you. Abriel. Crafty Hugs. Okay, so we have some sunflowers. Aren't they cute? On blue. I love this blue. And then we have, these are calla lilies? Dandelion? No, they're not dandelions. With the butterflies. These are so adorable. I love these. Somebody tell me what these are, because I forget. And then we have, well, these are even worse. I don't know what these are at all, but these are gorgeous. These also have butterflies on them. She's got two butterflies. They're really pretty. Aquilia dragonfly. Wild grass dragonfly. I guess that's what it's called. I can't pronounce that. But those are beautiful. More butterflies. Look at this. Aren't these pretty? They almost want to look like tulips, but those aren't tulips. But the butterflies are gorgeous. And we have, I believe these are roses. Is it upside down? These are really pretty too. The background is a basket weave. And then, oh, more butterflies. I love butterflies, and I'm not sure what these flowers are. I need to learn flowers, but these are all gorgeous. Oh, and a butterfly. Look at this. She sent me a little plaque and more butterflies. Oh my goodness, she just sent me a whole bunch of these. I know what a pair of birds of paradise flower is. I'm really good at that. These are really pretty as well. There's some more in here, but I can't get to them. She's also sent me some shells. Look at that. Isn't that great? I have to use these. These are really nice. And we have some trucks full of flowers. And gingham on the background. Sorry, I got distracted looking at the napkins. I do that a lot. And, oh, these match this one here. It's a set. These are really pretty. They're basket weave. All right, well, thank you, April. These are gorgeous. I love the butterflies. I'm going to see what I can come up with, and then I'll be back with you in a little bit. Alrighty, I'm back. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on the table, mostly because I'm rushing through this. But I've got this picture frame 4x6, and I guess I should show you. And I am going to put this in here, and basically I'm going to Mod Podge it to the glass itself. And then I've got a few extra items that I'm going to go through as I work through this. So I got this frame from the Dollar Tree, in case you need the SKU number. And it's a double pane, so I'm not gonna Mod Podge it. I'm just gonna cut it out and put it in here. I am going to do a double-sided on this one as well. It's a standalone frame, but you could also hang it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put two of the same on either side so that you could see it on both sides. Okay, I did this off camera because it was a little bit more complicated than I thought. I ironed the napkin a little bit because it was a little wrinkled. I also cleaned the inside of the glass, or the other inner part of the glass, so that with alcohol, so that it wouldn't look with all the fingerprints and all. And once I get it in here again, I will clean the outside once it's in the frame. Now, if you wanted this to be a more permanent picture, you can choose to put glue up across so it won't come off. But I think to change it through the seasons, so this is the back and this is the front. But if you stand it alone or by itself, it works great if you don't have any children, of course. Yeah, so there you have it. Okay, so with this one, I had purchased this at the Dollar Tree and I thought it was gorgeous. It's blue and silver and white, and I thought, wouldn't this look beautiful on here? So what I'm gonna do is I am going to do the Mod Podge because I am gonna do the ironing method. And then I'm going to iron this a little bit to get the wrinkles out. And then we're gonna put it on here. So I'm gonna start with the Mod Podging and then I will be back. Okay, so I ironed it and it didn't turn out really great. So I'm assuming I'm hoping when I actually iron it on the actual charger, it'll completely be unwrinkled. I did turn it on its back, the charger that is, and I traced the outline of the charger here so it would give me the circumference, couldn't even say it anymore, so that I can cut around on what I want. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. I did not take it apart yet because I wanted to make sure that I can take some of those wrinkles out. Okay, so I have gotten the circle. It's dried, and I'm hoping it's centered. Oops. I think I got a little too much Mod Podge on the sides. Looks centered. What do you guys think? And we'll get our parchment paper. And we're gonna have to wait because I forgot to turn on my iron. Okay, it's hot now. So let's try this again. Okay, I think that's good. And it seems to all be glued down on the sides. What do you guys think? I'm not sure if you can see it. I don't know if I put it on there right. I was thinking of putting a gingham bow up here, but I think I like it just the way it is. Okay, so we're going to take the butterfly and we're going to double side it. We're going to put this napkin on here and then this one on the back. But before I do that, I'm going to paint the base. I like the natural look on the back when I put a napkin on, so I'm not going to paint the butterfly, but I am going to paint the base, and then I'm going to Mod Podge because I will be doing the ironing method and also the burn method. So we'll start painting the base. And I'm going to use this light pink from Apple Barrel. I thought it would match the flowers very well, so we'll be using that. I'll be able to Mod Podge while it dries. Since it's raw wood, the paint seems to dry faster because it gets absorbed into the grain. So I won't have to worry about waiting for it to dry. Now while that completely dries, I'm going to Mod Podge either side. Of the butterfly. I'm gonna put a good coat on this because it does absorb it very well. I want to make sure that it's nice and thick. Okay, so I prepared my napkin and I'm going to iron it now. Excuse me. Oh, we got a big wrinkle here. Let's see if I can iron it out. No, I thought I'd stretched all the paper out, or napkin, but I guess I didn't, and I got a big wrinkle. No worries, but I wanted to show you guys, which I didn't notice when I was looking at the napkins. The ladybug. There's ladybugs on all the roses. At first I thought these were it too, but I think that's part of the butterfly. But there's actual ladybugs. I think it's so sweet. And both napkins, this one and the little one, which is the cocktail one, had them. I'm trimming this off so that when I do the burning, I don't have all that excess smoke and tissue running everywhere, or flying everywhere, I should say. Once I do that, I will do the other side. Okay, on this one I chose to use the smaller parchment papers because it seemed to want to do the same thing and fold right where the wing is at. So I'm going to do it in pieces and work with it that way. Okay, it did increase, so that's a good thing. Now I'm going to go ahead and cut this all off, and then I'll be back to do the burn method. Okay, so I trimmed off as much as I actually could do more, but I wanted to show you the burn method. But I'm making sure that everything is glued down, because if it doesn't glue down completely, it'll burn, and we don't want that. Make sure that everything is completely glued. So be careful. If you're afraid to do this, then I would do the sanding method, but that takes twice as long. Just basically watch it burn. Now, this part here is going to be the tricky one. Oh, I guess not. It worked perfectly. So I also wanted to show you, there's another little ladybug right here. And that's from the other napkin. This is the cocktail, and this is the dinner napkin. They're a little different, but they're both beautiful. I've got a little bit more here to go. I think I'm going to have to take the X-Acto knife on this one. You want to take your little brush after you're done with it and just sweep off the burnt part. It also tells you what you did burn, or didn't burn, I should say. Sometimes if your napkin is laying towards the wood, it won't burn the little piece, like there. All right. And there you go. Project number 3 and 4. Okay, so now I am going to paint these. These are the shelves that she sent me. And I'm using a warm buff from Apple Barrel, and I'm going to paint all of these. or both of these, all the way around. And then I will show you what I'm going to create with this. Okay, so I've painted the shelves, and I'm not using them as shelves, obviously, but I have an idea, and then I change it, and then I come up with an idea. So my idea was to do these two like this, and hang them from each other, basically. But then I changed my mind. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it. I'm going to turn the flower around. Either way, I'm going to use the ironing method on both of these. And then I'm still going to use the rope it came with. And it's still going to be a hanging piece, just not for shelves. So the first one I'm going to iron is this one. As you can see, I actually did the tearing method, and I'm not too happy with it, but it's done. Now I took 2 butterflies from the napkins because I didn't want it to just have one. I'm actually trying to iron it all at the same time because I'm not sure how it activates. So there's our first one. And there is our second one. Okay, so that's the second one. Now, I had this from a different project, and I decided I was going to add it to this. This was white, and I painted it the same color so they can blend in. All right. So I'm going to use the rope to make it a hanging piece. I had to figure out how I was going to get it through. Because it's a little thick. So I am bringing it from behind, bringing it all the way through. I'll turn this around before I put it in wrong. I'm making it one whole piece. I'm pulling the string so that it's even on this side as well. So here we are. I had to do it off camera because it got a little complicated. But I did do it 2 inches apart here, and also on the top. I don't think that if I held it up, you could see it all, but I will show you in the final reveal. Again, this was a collaboration for the February Napkin Exchange, hosted by Sarah from Sunflowers and DIYing, co-hosted by myself with Handicraft-ing with Mimi. Don't forget to look at the playlist from all the ladies who joined us to have a lot of fun doing the napkin exchange. It was a spring theme. If you're new here, thank you for joining us, and please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and let us know which one was your favorite. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. I will see you in the next.